Hello everyone, welcome in class 12th, the fundamental of human geography, chapter number 3, the population composition. In this chapter we will discuss three main topics. Number 1 is rural urban composition, literacy and occupational structure. One by one we will discuss all the topics. So first topic is rural urban composition. This division is based on the residence of people. If people are staying in a village means rural population, and if people are staying in a city means urban population. The question arises here, why we are dividing the population into rural and urban composition? It is necessary because rural and urban lifestyle differ from each other in terms of their livelihood, their social conditions, their occupational structure, density of population and level of development. That's why it's very necessary. The criteria for differentiating rural and urban population varies from country to country. In general terms, rural areas are those where people are engaged in primary activities. Some examples of primary activities are agriculture, hunting, fishing, lumbering, animal rearing. If people are working in agriculture, hunting, fishing, lumbering means they are doing primary activities and they belong to rural areas. Now urban areas are those where majority of working population is engaged in non-primary activities. The question arises here, what is working population? Working population is the age group of 15 to 59 years, where 75% of population is working in non-primary activities. These areas are called urban areas. We can differentiate between rural population and urban population. Rural population living in a village is known as the rural population. Rural population is mostly engaged in agriculture and other primary occupations. Share of rural population is 55% of the whole population of the world. Urban population, the population in towns and city is called urban population. Urban population is engaged in secondary and tertiary activities. Share of urban population is 45% in the world's population. Urban population means they are involved in non-farming activities. Rural population means they do farming activities. Here is a diagram showing rural urban sex composition of selected countries. Some countries are developed countries, whereas some countries are developing countries. Like Finland, New Zealand, Canada, Brazil are the developed countries. And some examples of developing countries are Nepal, Zimbabwe, etc. Blocks with the bars with blocks are showing rural population and bars with lines are showing urban population. We can see in this diagram the proportion of female is high in the urban areas, like in Finland, in New Zealand, in Brazil and in Canada. The proportion of women is less in rural areas, like New Zealand, we can see in Finland, we can see in Canada. The situation is reverse in developing countries like Nepal. The proportion of female is high in rural areas. We can also see Zimbabwe, the proportion of female is high in the rural areas. As compared, the proportion of female is very low in the urban cities, urban areas. Now, what are the causes of high proportion of female population in cities? In Finland, in New Zealand, and in Canada. And second one is, what are the causes for high concentration of population in the rural areas in Nepal, Zimbabwe, etc. The high concentration of female population in cities is vast job opportunities, and farming in these developed countries is also highly mechanized and remains largely a male occupation. It is also worth noting that in countries like India, female participation in farming activities in rural area is fairly high because shortage of housing in the cities, high cost of living in urban areas, paucity of job opportunities, and lack of security in the cities discourage women to migrate from rural area to urban areas. Next topic is literacy. In India, literacy rate denotes the percentage of population above 7 years of age who is able to read, write, and have the ability to do arithmetic calculation with understanding. Means one person who can read, write, and do some simple calculation is known as literate person. Literacy in India is 74%. Male literacy is 82.1%. Female literacy is 65.5%. Proportion of literate population of a country is an indicator of socio-economic development as it reveals the standard of living, social status of female, availability of educational facility. If people are literate, then the standard of living will be high and the social status of female also be good. Next topic is occupational structure. The working population take part in various occupations. The types of activities are primary activities, agriculture, forestry, fishing, and mining are classified as primary activities. These activities are directly related with the natural environment. Secondary activities means manufacturing. When people modify the primary activities through their skill, knowledge, and with the help of technology, these activities are called secondary activities. Third one is tertiary activities, trade, transport, communication, and other services as tertiary activities. Tertiary activities provide assistance to primary and secondary activities. Next one is quaternary activities. Job related to research, information technology, and developing ideas as quaternary activities. The proportion of these four sectors is a good indicator of the level of economic development of a nation. Developed economy accommodates more workers in the secondary, tertiary, and quaternary sector. If the economy is still in the primitive stages, then the proportion of people engaged in primary activities would be high. This is all about this topic. Now some questions. First question is, in India, literacy rate denotes the percentage of population above. Answer is 7 years of age. Question number 2. In Western countries, male outnumber female in rural area. Why? The answer is, in Western countries, males outnumber females in rural area because In developed countries, farming is highly mechanized and it is a activity of male population. Number second, mostly female migrate towards the urban areas because of the vast job opportunities. Question number third, describe the rural urban composition of the population. That's all for today. Thank you very much. Stay safe, happy and healthy.